So here we are, end of April, April 26th, back in the garage. Had to order some more product. So I have 5 more medium boxes that I ordered from Premier, and I really like these boxes because the way they go together. They're dovetailed and they're real easy just to slide together. I'll show you that in a minute. Then I had to order more foundations. And I do like these plastic foundations because they don't spin apart when you put them in the extractor. These are double waxed. And those will go in our 5 new medium boxes. And then I also have some deep foundation to put in the 3 boxes of frames I have already. Also had another 100 frames, medium frames from Dodont. Like to spread the money around to all the bee suppliers. So I'll be assembling those too. So I use this eco wood on my hives ahead of time. I just use a little brush it on nice and thick, let it absorb. I usually put 2 coats on. Just cover the whole side. Go both sides on this. All the edges. Let it soak in good. Let it dry. Then I come back and do a second coat. And then I'll paint over it. I have one hive in the backyard that I'm testing that I put eco wood on 2 years ago, and want to see how it holds up to the weather. And so far it looks pretty good. Haven't had any issues with it, but it's a wait and see. If it doesn't work out, I'll just chalk it up to experience. But it's pretty simple as we go here. You really want to soak the edges of these too, because it's usually the joints that rot. So I get on the edge there, you can see. Let it soak in good so you can see the color change. Just go along here like so. I'll come back and do a second coat later. Alright, so after I'm done putting my eco wood on, I just put a little glue in each one of these slots. That's a little too much. Gonna squeeze out. Wipe the excess glue off with a wet rag. And take our joint here and just slide it together. Rubber mallet. Pound that in. Same thing on the other side. Slide these 2 together. wipe off any excess glue. And we are now ready to paint. We've got a couple more of these to put together, and then we'll get on to painting. So now we're on to the painting of the boxes. What I do is I get 2 sawhorses, and I usually get a 2x4 or whatnot to put on here. That way I can just paint the sides as I go, and then rotate it over and let it hang dry. Try to get all the handles first, get it down in there, get all the edges, try not to miss anything. Just rotate the boxes around. Getting in all the crevices here. Makes it real easy just to rotate them around on this rod here. When I get my roller, get plenty of paint on it. Roll each side. Like so. Before I'm done, I just come back and check it, make sure I got it all. I'll go ahead and finish painting these, and then we'll bring you back to wrap it up in just a few minutes. So I finished up painting, and it all looks pretty good. You can see we got to make sure you get your exposed grain really good. A little run there, right there. Looks like it's kind of dried already, but that's okay. Bees won't bother with it. I try not to get too much on the inside. You can see I get a little bit here and there, but bees will propolize all that when they're done. But the boxes look really good. We'll let them dry, and we'll get them on the hives next week. Another quick tip: if you are going to be working on your bees or your bee equipment, and it's a nice day and you have lots of bee boxes and the smell of wax and honey, you might get a lot of bees in your garage. So I would suggest keeping the garage closed while you're working on your equipment. Okay, so now I'm here in my kitchen. I'm going to try out Simple Comb this year. There's an interesting product that I found at the Honeybee Expo called Simple Comb. Seemed pretty interesting. Real simple system. You can look up their website or watch them on YouTube. It's just simplecomb.com. As you can see how it's spelled there. And you have to fold these back and forth and then slide them into the frame. I'm not finding that to be the easiest thing to do. They do suggest tacking the corners and maybe one up top here. And then I have to wax it here. And that's what I'm going to do next. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, so I finished putting wax on these frames, or on the Simple Comb. I think I did a pretty good job. We'll see how the bees like it and how they draw it out. I do notice, I'll probably end up tacking these corners down because this does want to pop out. And then I also have a plastic foundation that's waxed already. The reason why I switched to this is because this is so simple, just to line it up, snap it in, done, as opposed to having the strip here, having to pull it out, put your wax in, tack it in. It seems like it's so simple, slide them in, put a little pressure on them, a little flex, and they're in. Good and ready to go. So this year I'm going to try Comb Honey. Putting the Simple Comb in my Apame hive. I bought this from Better Bee, the hog set They already have it. All the cartridges are already preset for you. They already have wax in them. The bees crawl in the edges here and then draw the wax out. And then when you pull this out, you just put a lid on, put your sticker on, and it's ready to sell. You don't have to go through the waxing process like you do with the simple comb. But we'll see how it turns out. Judge will be out until after the flow. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.